Hi, and welcome along to Al's Plumbing Channel.
Hi everyone, Big Al. What to do if you find you've got heating, it's all running nicely but absolutely no hot water at all. What sort of thing do you need to look for? So I'm going to ask one. Benny has asked me for this one again, and anybody else that needs to know this one, this is the only answers I have for you. Being a plumber, this is the one I'm sticking with. There's a couple of things. First of all, if you've got a combi boiler, tough luck really. You might as well just get a heating engineer in, I'm afraid. They're so complex inside, it could be many things. Okay, so this refers to really a domestic heating system with a conventional boiler, hot water cylinder and a little F&E header tank. Okay, so if you've got that type of system, this is for you. If you've got a combi boiler, you better go start calling the heating engineer right this minute, because it's a bigger problem than you think. Okay, get that one out of the way. Now we're going to move on. Okay, what to look for. The most one that it usually is a faulty motorised valve. If you've got a system with two motorised valves, which a lot of common systems do have, you may find that the valve that controls the central heating, is fine and it's running, but the hot water one has gone down. And you can check that by actually, there is a little lever, you see. If I show you this now, I'm going to show you a little drawing I've got here now. Okay, down there. There's my little drawing, put that over there. And there's our boiler, and there's our flow going up and round. And if you've got two motorised valves like this, well, they've got little levers on the bottom generally. Now, one's for hot water, and you can see it goes into the cylinder and goes around a coil and comes out the bottom, and it goes back to your boiler. But that one could be a faulty one, and you can tell by pulling that lever across manually. If you put it across manually and it opens up, you'll find you'll be able to get hot water again. It means it isn't working properly, and it could well be the cylinder stat that's at fault, not calling heat for it. So it could be either the stat there or the actual motorised valve. Normally 9 times out of 10 it is the motorised valve that's gone, and generally that is the case to renew that valve there. You can just get a head unit for the right model and replace it fairly easily. Okay, that's generally the main cause if you've got motorised valves, which generally most new modern systems do have, and that can be the problem. And I say very rarely, again, maybe the stat. Okay, that covers the motorised valve system, which is a more modern one, but there are some systems around that are very old, and if you've got one 20-30 years old that doesn't have any motorised valves, and it relies on gravity to circulate the hot water. So if you've got this type of system, this is what can quite commonly happen. If I show you this drawing, you'll see here that here we've got our boiler, and quite often, this is my house actually, this is I've got gravity, and the flow goes up, and it goes across the top of the loft like this and drops down into the cylinder. Now, I mean, it can go up and still cut across and not have too much air to get into the cylinder there, into the flow, and then obviously the return comes out and goes back to the boiler. But what can happen over the summer period is this little F&E tank in your loft space, I mean, I've drawn that as the loft space, that ballcock in there can jam up. That jams up over the summer period because it's not filling much, because you're not using your heating or anything, so it's got no expansion to take up. It can stick, and then that water level drops away, and gradually through the summer it evaporates away, and your boiler's still probably going for the hot water, so you are using some evaporation. Well, eventually the water level drops down and down till it drops below here, and then air is then allowed to enter here. And once you've got that in there, your hot water will stop dead. And you may find that some of the rads are still going because they're on the bottom level, they're lower, they're on the floor level if you like, and they may still keep going because they've got water in them, but you will definitely find your hot water will come to a grinding halt. And this is a system, as I say, that's got no motorised valves in it at all. and relies entirely on gravity, and there are still quite a few of those old systems around. So that is always a first port of call. If you've got this problem with an old system, get up in the loft there and check that little tank and see if it's got water in it, and if it hasn't, you know you've hit a problem. If it hasn't, just give that ball an arm a shake. Normally that's all it needs. Move it up and down and it will crack, and gradually the water will start to pour back in again. Make sure it shuts off okay, and if in doubt, well, put a new ball valve in. They're not much money anyway. If you want to be safe than sorry and it not happen again in the future, renew the ball valve and you know you've got that problem sorted. And that generally is around about it. That's all the problems to do with hot water, so I think that about covers that one.
Thanks for watching. You know where to find me, Al's Plumbing Channel.